The dream beginning pastoring, you're going to begin pastoring after college and seminary, and you're going to have a wonderful career, 40, 50 years, be blessed with terrific pastoral experiences, have a very nice savings account and a retirement fund, and be healthy, still have your spouse who's happy and also healthy, and you're going to retire and have a wonderful life. Well, dream on. The above scenario is a rare phenomenon. Look, many pastors are bivocational their entire career. Most pastors. Many pastors lose their spouse before retirement. There are pastors who encounter ethical or moral problems and either take time for healing or pursue a different career. There are pastors whose families experience sickness that is debilitating, perhaps for a season or perhaps even unto death. There are accidents. There are pastors who have children that have special needs. There are pastors with children that rebel against family and God. There are pastors that their family have complicating circumstances that mess with church dynamics. There are pastors who are good people that commit to serving congregations with some folks that are not so good. And there are pastors who are fired for whatever reasons, good or bad. There are pastors who serve congregations that are loaded with debt or have lean budgets. And there are pastors who become crippled. There are pastors who die before Social Security. And there's war, pandemics, politics, etc., that are beyond individual control, yet consequences impact on individuals and lives ad infinitum. By wisdom, a house is built, and understanding it's established. By knowledge, the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. Proverbs 24:3-4. Responsibility for a family and a congregation is leadership. The shepherd must take personal authority for the future, with leadership beginning at home. Transition from a pastorate of one church to the pastorate of another is a phenomenon. Transition from pastoring to one career to another or to non-employment is different. Regardless, personal finances are a consideration that impinges upon physical and mental and social well-being. Assume that a pastor is privileged to serve long and well and complete a career with good health and adequate resources. Transitioning to post-pastoring crosses bridges with multiple variables. The congregation must say goodbye. Friendships are tested. New friends are made. New social status, including perhaps not even being called a pastor. And relationships with former parishioners or wherever the new church has been chosen. Relationships with other ministers summarily shift. Politics of relationships are altered. Board and committee assignments may be surrendered voluntarily or de facto. Without proper planning, feelings of being ostracized, unappreciated, ignored, at all can take root, leading to bitterness. If personal finances are a struggle, it can be embarrassing publicly and stressful for the family. From being fully engaged as a pastor, the day after transition must be reallocated. Time has to be reallocated, different tasks, pleasures, or commitments. Waiting until the transition to plan for the future can have significant, devastating emotional and financial consequences. Really, it's PTSD. And there is PTSD that is unavoidable, good or bad. But how it is managed is dependent upon the individual. Not knowing the future is sufficient motivation for planning. Health and life insurance policies are predicates. Tracking Social Security benefits is important. You should know now. Keep in mind that Social Security is based on the last quarters of employment, not the entire career. The family must commit to living within budget. Wise counselors must be sought out. Planning a budget post-transition takes in consideration that salary and benefits from ministry will cease. If there are no investments, the total income will decline. The same lifestyle cannot be enjoyed, and special offerings and gifts will likely disappear. No more Pastor Appreciation Sundays. Layla and I minister to pastors' families. We frequently meet with pastoral couples of different denominations. The key question that we ask pastors: if you died today, number one, what would be the financial and emotional status of your spouse? 2, if you were to stop being a pastor today, how would you put food on the table for your family? Bivocational ministry will increase in the future is my prediction. Every pastor should have a secondary source of income regardless of the size of the congregation or the compensation package. A congregation does not own a pastor. The pastor is the shepherd of the congregation, yet the pastor has a right to a private life. It is wise for the pastor to practice life in a manner protecting physical, mental, social, spiritual, and financial health of himself and his family. A few pastors will inherit and be blessed to have a secure financial future. Most pastors reach senior years leaning on tight budgets, allowing little flexibility. It is primary to have a limited number of persons for accountability. Accountability persons should be skilled in different areas of expertise: banker, life insurance agent, financial advisor, doctor. Friendship is not a qualifier for expertise. Enjoying post-pastoral years is rewarding only if there's a long-range holistic plan. And this plan should be implemented as a young adult. Furthermore,